Alrighty, get hyped. Okay, I'm relatively hyped for this reaction. Okay, this reaction, we have the debut album from 2012, which I guess it was its anniversary 2 days ago. I'm recording this on August 22nd. We'll see when this gets up. I'm hoping, today's Tuesday, right? I would hope Thursday, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I want to do a reaction to this because it's like my 2 videos that I did for Jessie Ware were, you know, probably one of the better, like most successful videos I've done on this channel. They aren't successful specifically with the people who are subscribed to me, though, I will say that. But both of those videos too are, you know, I'm really having a lot of fun in those videos. I'm dancing around, I'm loving it, right? Those 2 albums are quite critically acclaimed. You know, that's sort of when things reached a peak there, you know, or like a certain group of music nerds started paying attention to her. But regardless of that, I do understand that she had a name for herself regardless, although I'm assuming too that she didn't have the specific disco sound to her. But I am kind of interested, you know, being a big fan of What's Your Pleasure and That Feels Good, I am kind of interested or intrigued to see, you know, like what the deal was, like what was she doing back in the day. So let's jump into it. This debut album, Devotion, I'm pretty hyped. How strongly to feel after the first song, Devotion. I do think I like it. I am seeing the Jessie Ware vibe, or like how it came from the new albums, right? But I understand also too these new albums are working more on this groovy, dancey, upbeat. She's very energetic in your face here. She's very laid back, and it seems more of this ambient, like synth type vibe. But I kind of appreciate it. I think it's very chill. I don't know what to expect for the rest of this album, if it's more I'm just chilling throughout this process. But yeah, this is quite a nice track. Little chippy synth that comes in there too. Lyrically, you're getting what there's not too much, but in a good way, right? It's telling you exactly what it wants to say, right? You are attached to this person. You want this person to adore you, basically. Adore You. That's a good song by Jessie Ware. Okay, this song I have listened to. I listened to it like once because I saw apparently this was like a big song from her. But I don't remember it. Maybe I'll remember it once I play it, but... Hey, now this sounds like it's a fucking Lorde song. I wasn't aware about this song when it was released. I don't know. I was relatively young. Okay, I don't know how big it was, but she does say on the Genius or this interview thing that it was her most well-known song. And that does make sense to me, just listening to it. It seems like one of those, like, pop songs, you know what I mean? Like, one that would get, would become relatively popular. And I do sense that in here. It's a very fucking catchy song. It's very smooth. It's very light when it touches you, right? It's kind of like that first song, but here it's got a little bit more of that upbeat chorus that I'm kind of... It's hitting me well. I do enjoy this. What I was just reading there, that this song is sort of about a friendship with someone and, you know, the ups and downs of that friendship. But it's, you know, I guess she's trying to suggest that it comes with the territory of, like, this is why it's such a big relationship. Now we're starting off like a fucking New Order song, but again, I'm getting a very bassy there. This one's dancey. Three songs in, yo, I'm having a lot of fun here. This song too, this one's more grooving, more catchy. I am liking that guitar, but I will say my one gripe is that I feel the guitar could have even went further. Okay, it was begging to be even further, really punch out. Just saying. But this is quite a catchy song as well. I'm having fun. Okay, I think now I know, right? She had it at the beginning too, and now I know that. I do think it's my least favorite one here, and I will say that I think that last minute or so, when it's just ending within the chorus, I feel like that there's a little bit of a pacing problem there. I really feel like there should have been like an exit part. There should have been some sort of type of change up. Or as well, I think that the synths could have done more on this one. I really just think that when it comes to the chorus, it has a very interesting impact or interesting hit on it, and I do appreciate that. And I also, too, the intro of the song alone lets it kind of be playful and fun. But I think that there was room for that song to grow still. But overall, it's cool, it's cute, it's still quite catchy. So it's in my good book still, okay? Interesting. More like this hip-hop beat.
Who says no to love?
No.
No to love. Who says no to
This one's not really attracting my attention, really.
Who says no to love? And what were you thinking of? No to love.
Nah, this is easily the weakest song, I think.
Stuck sounds felt like the magic hour when we first met.
Rap.
I can't deny it. How could you feel it? Feel it, feel it in the air. Love is all around us. Love is
This is your
everywhere.
producer.
You said, life without you, forever I'll be missing. Without you, forever I'll be missing. A life without you, forever I'll be missing. Without you, forever I'll be
No, he's not really given enough.
Here in the dark, it's funny how I never feel like a ghost I cannot see. You'll be my light, baby, when I dream under the moon.
Like when she says dream, it's good.
He'll never leave. Lets me in when I don't deserve to be. Strong and there when I go to sleep. You'll be my night, baby, when I dream.
I feel like the drums need to be more primal on here, and then those synths are so quiet or left underneath those drums. Like, production on this, I don't know.
I'm happy to be told.
I don't think I'm really the biggest fan of Nightlight. It wasn't really striking me as much. That chorus, I wasn't fully strong on that. There were some good singing moments, but then as well, like what's happening with the production or like the instrumentation, it was not engaged me enough. It was not interesting enough, really. Like I felt like the synths could have had more to play here, but I feel like they were hiding. Those drums like felt more muffled. I felt like if you were gonna make the drums loud, make them more energy, or even give them some sort of like live sound or setting. I don't know. First three songs on here, first three track run, I was really messing with. Track 4, I felt a little bit different. I was like, okay, maybe there's a little bit of a dip in quality. Wasn't bugging me, but tracks 5 and 6 now I'm feeling like, you know, it's not consistent with the best tracks on here so far. But let's continue on. Okay, we have another half of this album to go.
Left the sky. Let it go. Hear my swan song. It was my mistake. Kiss now, swan song. Help me to escape.
I like this song more than Note Love and Nightlight, but Swan Song, it's still sort of got this like this weak hook, okay? Instrumentally, I'm not being fully brought in on this journey, or for a pop track too, there's not this energy that I'm really catching on to or following. I think the instrumentation on this one, though, in comparison to the last song, a little bit smoother, you know what I mean? Still kind of working on this hip-hop drum, but I do think that the synth on here, it was cute. I was following it fine enough. Yeah, alright, let's continue on. Yeah. Okay, well, Sweet Talk is a single, and that makes sense to me. Okay, out of one of the singles, because that one was, that one was selling. Okay, grooving, instrumentation was selling for me, and the pacing of it as a pop song worked. It felt contained. It didn't feel like it was dragging, right? I was stuck in that moment. This is a lot like the song Wildest Moments, except both of them are working on different elements of a pop track, really. But this is a grooving one, yeah. Oh yeah, I fuck with that one.
Now if you never gonna move, woman, though, you make me come to you, but I'm still dancing on my own. Won't dance, not without you. Small steps, they don't lead to your heart. You keep me wishing in the dark. When we come to you, but I'm still dancing on my own. Still dancing on my own. Oh, I'm coming to you, woman, though. I'll keep the dance for long, but I'm still dancing on my own. We're still working on you to move in, and we can play hard. Woman, though, you make me come to you, but
Alright, yeah, if you're never gonna move, that succeeds enough for me. That succeeds enough for me. It's not one of my favorites. I put it right in the middle, I guess. Well, I don't know. Devotion, Wildest Moments, Running, and then it's gonna be Sweet Talk. And then, so out of 9 songs, it's number 5. So we'll see what the other ones are. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Again, this is very single vibey in a way. In a way, it doesn't have the specific factor, I think, but I think just that video game-esque synth, and it's just this cute, fast-paced hook on it. I think it sells well enough for me. I think it sells well enough for me.
I wish I was you, a piece of gold at the bottom of the blue, diving down to give you air I never knew, the colors that surround you, just I'm taking one of you, my love.
I'm satisfied with Taking in Water. I am. This song seems a little bit more of this like larger, grandiose structure. I mean, it's just hitting like the 4.5 minute mark, but it seems like it's structured more than just being a pop track, like in its chorus, verse, or a bridge, so have you. And you know, lyrically, or the way she's singing, like I think what's really selling for this song the most is just her vocals. That she's really got a lot of good vocal moments on here. And lyrically, what she's trying to do here, just like suggesting, you know, she is going to sacrifice, or she's sacrificing parts of herself to sort of save someone else. It kind of works. You know, the way that she's singing obviously brings in that beauty for it. I like the song.
Dreamy haze can blind me, so take me where the tidal lights will find me. A place to hide, offer me something inside. Offer me something inside. Place to go, a place to hide. You know the best, I catch my breath, so stay with me. Take me in, I want to. Feel like someone. Let me feel like someone. You see your face, I will find you. Offer me something inside, a place to go, a place to hide. Offer me something inside. Offer me something inside.
I don't know, I feel like I would have wanted something more from a final track. Like, I like when that bridge comes up, but then that bridge, you know, stays for too long, or doesn't have enough of this change with it. So I'm just feeling left sort of just a little disappointed in that. The song's okay, like, generally it's okay. That's it, right? That's that first album, that debut album, Devotion by Jessie Ware. And I will certainly say, yeah, this is, you know, first go, this is nowhere near how I feel about What's Your Pleasure or That Feels Good. It's nowhere near that. Is it a bad album? No, I think this is alright. I think this is a good album, okay? But if I was to hear this album back in 2012, you know, I would have been like, okay, Jessie Ware, she's pretty cool. Some good stuff here. Cool, Jessie Ware. But I don't know 100% if I would have had Jessie Ware on my radar, though. I wouldn't have had her on my radar. I wouldn't have been thinking, like, oh, you know, one day she's going to be, like, making some of the greatest fucking disco tracks. I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't. But regardless, from right now what I'm thinking, yeah, okay, I'm satisfied with this. You know, there is some good hits on here, and nothing too crazy upbeat, right? It's more of this ambient-esque synth, just like those other albums. Though I do think that Jessie Ware's vocalist, she certainly does sell on here. But for some of these songs, right, it's just you know, some of the backings aren't engaging enough. But I will say the biggest part too is some of the hooks aren't very good, right? I don't know, you know, and when it comes to the lyrical content, okay, I'm not getting much. Like, I'm not, like, feeling attached to what the stuff is here. In the sense, too, where I can think about something like, I just did my reaction to That Feels Good back in April, and okay, I get it, it's a disco album, it's not trying to be deep, but it really connects those themes with that fun energy of the song, so you know what it's about, like, not just because of the lyrics, but because of feeling that. So, I don't know, this is alright. This is alright. I'm going to come back to it a few more times. I don't really know if my opinion is going to change. Like, I think 7.5 is quite strong. If anything, maybe it could be a 7 upon re-listen, but that's about it. That's all I can say. I'll be back. Okay, I listened to it a few more times. This debut album by Jessie Ware, Devotion, and I think I've landed on the 7.5 out of 10. It was, like, kind of teetering on the 8. Like, it was teetering on that 8. Like, I was like, there's too many, like, moments that take it away from me wanting to give it the 8, but overall it's good. I do like this album. It's you know, there is certainly catchy moments throughout this. I think when it comes to being catchy, it's more so on how Jessie Ware sells on vocals. There's very good vocal moments where she shines, she stretches out that voice, okay, and it's lovely, it's pleasant, okay. I would say that there is some good, you know, changes in tone genre-wise. You know, there's this ambient
sounds. There's like a little bit more of this techno beat, some guitar moments on here as well. There was that hip hop beat on the one song "No to Love," but I wasn't entirely messing with that beat. Or there's like the Lord-esque drums kind of working on Wildest Moments, right? So I feel like there's some decent variety here as well. 40 minutes, relatively easy to get through. Lyrical content, okay, not too much. But yeah, this is pretty good. It's satisfying. She didn't start off her career with, a What's Your Pleasure or That Feels Good, but I think she started off confidently, to me, showcasing that, yeah, she certainly has talent, and that, further on that she went, it would be fleshed out. Yeah, I guess there's 2 other albums I haven't heard from her, and then the albums I have. But you know what? Yeah, I'm happy with this. It's pretty good. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, anything at all, put a comment down below. And thanks for watching. Peace.